have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see the number 22 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on another team from the Big 12, the Arkansas Razorbacks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Razorbacks will kick it away first. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Tennessee's offense takes the field for the first time today. And here he comes. This offense is built completely around the talents of this running back, a rare commodity in today's game, and all eyes are on it.
And the defense knows it too. You know every single snap, this defense is going to be keying on this running back, knowing that he is the key to the offense's success.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They're going to run it. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you. So many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Gets it out quickly, and they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Moves around to clear up the vision. Keeps it and gets the 1st down. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. Now the crowd responding in the red zone, trying to help this defense. The inside handoff. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the 1st down. This defense needing this energy from the crowd in a goal-to-go situation. Moves away as he feels pressure. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. He's looking to throw. Got it. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. Trying to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown ball.
And everything works out for the offense, right? They went for it on 4th and 1 earlier. It was a big decision, a big gamble. They got it, and now you pay it off with the touchdown. Head coach is loving that.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
7, Arkansas, 0.
And he's going to try to return this one. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So the Arkansas Razorbacks offense will take the field for the first time. One way to mitigate the explosive capabilities he has on the outside is be physical with him, and this dude will do that.
He will do that, and you don't see a lot of offenses take the top off this D because of this guy roaming around in the middle of the field. He is a true center fielder, so this receiver's going to have to make plays.
I just does such a great job of getting guys on the ground. A lot of people are in position, but he makes plays. So him versus a dynamic wide receiver on the outside will be a great matchup.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Makes the tackle at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run play.
Coming after him. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw never gave his receiver a chance. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Finds his man down the middle. Pick up a 5, they'll need 5 more on 3rd down.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Looking for a huge play. Makes the grab down the left side. And he's brought down after a huge completion. The Razorbacks come to the line in the hurry-up.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. After the incompletion, let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd and 10 from the 33. They'll go to the ground. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. They go to the ground. Shakes off the defender. Tackled after picking up the first down. The Big Orange churning out those first downs on the ground, sort of like Arian Foster used to do.
Yeah, you couldn't write the script any better. Just pound the ball, establish the run game, opens up the play action.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Opening play of the drive from the 39. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Get the quarterback off the spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all three of those on this play and finished it off with a nice lick, nice physical play on the quarterback.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Looking to move it through the air. Buys a little time. Trying to escape and get it himself. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. And the Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Now they're going to throw it. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Makes the grab. It's Harrison. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. And they can't make the play on third down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. The uprights, it's good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Coastal Carolina answered the bell away from Conway today with an impressive victory. The Chanticleers knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head-on. Generally the mark of a really good team. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome. And certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Back to throw, it starts. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw for it. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
Man, I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Looking for a block. It's Burns. Running through contact. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get...
Nothing but green ahead. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. He's up to 90 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. The huge play got him on the porch, but now they got a kick in the door. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Maybe that stop shows his defense is tightening up, especially in the run game. The offense, frankly, they've been able to do whatever they want to do. They're just handing the ball off. This guy's having success left and right. No serve, no moss. Get it together.
Getting some heat. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers! That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out, start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. To the air, it starts. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Razorbacks headed quickly to the line.
That's a really nice looking throw, and I'll tell you, he fits in great with this offense because there's been this philosophical shift recently in the SEC offensively. It used to be you had to run the football. I formation, 3 yards in a cloud of dust if you wanted to win. But today, though, you have got to be able to throw if you're going to win. Think about all the great offensive play callers now in the SEC, all the Heisman Trophy winners that have played recently at the QB position. You got to do it through the air, and this guy in Arkansas gives them a chance.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. They'll throw on 3rd and short. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. They'll go with the running game on 4th down here. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down.
This is a running back, man, that just finds a way to get it done. Critical 4th down. Everyone thinking they're going to throw the football, but they hand it off to him, and he helps keep this drive alive.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Quickly complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Back to pass, it starts. Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Razorbacks!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and you're like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. Unloads to the wideout. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Trying to take it back. Flipping through the defense. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. And now a chance to pull even. First and goal as we get late in the first half. He makes a grab. And he's down after making the catch, but did not reach the line to gain. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. He's looking for an open man on second down. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He'll pull it down. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. On the move, it's Brown. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield, it starts. Got the quick pass. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. This offense has a second down play. The DBs will back off a bit. He's going to pass on second down. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Quarterback had everything he wanted there. He knew pre-snap exactly where he was going. Of course he was going to be going towards his primary target. He just can't hook up for the completion.
He's looking to throw on third and short. Zings it complete to the right. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. The Vols will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep...
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
And they finally get their first sack of the day. And one of the things coaches point to every week, how many times are you affecting the quarterback? Last week, they got 3 sacks. They got to continue to put more and more pressure on the quarterback to play better defense.
The RPO, it's complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Pressure coming. Hit as he throws. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The Razorbacks will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Running it back, it's Burns. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. And you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, Dave, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
He's back to throw on second down. It's caught downfield. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. The hand to the running back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Quickly to the tight end. Finds a crease at the 20. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
What a weapon this guy is, right? The tight end position, not only can he get open, he can run away from people after the catch. He's a big dude, so he's hard to break down anyway, but the speed is what makes him different.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Trying to get to it. A little screen to the running back. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive. And now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
From the gun. Give on the inside. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Finds his back in the middle. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Razorbacks will line up to punt it away. Running it back, it's Burns. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Throws for the tight end. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. All the way down at the 33-yard line. It's 1st and 10. This time they'll go to the running game. He's got 98 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He caught it. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Makes his connection. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Using his legs to buy some time. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. Never a doubt. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit in this one.
And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. To the 43-yard line, and a first down for this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quick strike complete. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd down coming up. The give to the tailback. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Pocket starts to collapse. Firing to the right, complete. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Razorbacks decide to punt it away. And that is how a punter helps out his defense, pinning them deep in their own territory. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. He now has 106 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He'll try it again. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. They'll try the run. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
He was really bothered by those 2 picks he threw in that loss last week, but he's been much more comfortable, much more certain in this one.
He had the one blunder, the one mistake.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
And those outside linebackers nowadays are so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high.
And the dive and the grab along the right sideline.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line. And he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
And he didn't get big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. A jet sweep pass. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And it comes as absolutely no surprise. The offense will stay on the field and go for it on 4th and inches. Try to get it on the ground. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Trying to power it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tennessee. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. Up and over, Yam will be there into the end zone.
And you don't want to leave your feet very often in football, but this is one of those areas where you do. In the end zone, near the goal line, you smell it, a lot of bodies in front of you. Just get up, get over top of them, get that touchdown.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put it dry.
And that pass picked off. Takes it the other way. The 20. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Great spot to start this drive for the offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. He's looking to throw. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone.
And this is where the offense just breathes. Just take your time, huddle up. I'm in absolutely no hurry. I got the lead. I want to continue to run that clock. No false starts, no penalties. Let that clock tick down and then punch it in the end zone to add to this thing.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. They get to him as he throws. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Vols. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And the extra point right down the boulevard is there now, up 20 in the fourth. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
37, Arkansas, 17.
And he's going to bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
Now, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it's a pass every single time. Palmer, I'm trying to pad my stats. I'm sure you're just trying to stay upright.
Well, we're definitely just trying to stay alive at this point, but you're also trying to build confidence, too, for your next...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Here comes the offense on second down. These corners going to give these receivers some space. They're trying to get to it. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there,
Fires one high and deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for third and long from the 43. Finds the tight end.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive game.
Bringing it back, it's Brown. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over, and this coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here in late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
He's got him this time. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to get the first through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. He wants to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And the Razorbacks moving quickly to the line. Looking for a man, it starts. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Throws to the wideout. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His third interception. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. The offense set for a first down play. He's looking to throw it. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Touchdown, Volunteers! And the punishment has been extended. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9. And they tacked on the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
44, Arkansas, 17.
From inside the 15, here's the return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. One more play to pad the stats. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Wants to throw on first down. He's going up top here late in the game. And it's his 4th interception of the game. After the interception, 0 showing on the clock, and that is how we'll end it. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.